Dear Training Diary, this is it. It is race week. This week is race week. So it is Monday and race day is on Sunday. I have been monitoring the weather. I think that is the way I would phrase that. Yeah, monitoring the weather. And so far it has looked like it will be 13 degrees and rainy, or 15 degrees and sunny, or 14 degrees and rainy. And I think I need to stop looking at the weather and maybe just look at it a little bit closer to the day of. I think you would all agree with me on that. So here we are. So I finished off, let's just recap on where we are. I finished off my last week of training last week. So that was kind of like my maintenance slash taper phase in the gym. And I started off, so that all went really well. Thank you for asking. And then this week, so I actually kicked off this week with just a really easy gym session. I'm only going to do one, and I really just focused in on just full body. I actually picked up a few kettlebell flows because they just felt really nice. Kept everything really light. The only thing I will say, which is kind of, well, you know what? It's not even what I'm going to say. I was going to say it's one of those things where it's like do what I say, not what I do. But nobody would ever actually want to do this. So I actually did my birthday sled. So here at the gym, if you train with us, you know that as a birthday present, some monster, I think it was myself and Guy, came up with this great idea that we would celebrate with sleds. So I decided that it's my birthday week. I should probably do that because I am not working on my birthday and I won't be in the gym again before the race. So I just had to bump out just 40 sleds with 58 pounds in between my little flows. So again, I was going to say that was a do as I say, not as I do, but nobody. I feel like I would never have to be like, don't you do those sleds? I don't think anybody is going to be doing that. So yeah, so I did my birthday sleds in between my easy peasy kettlebell flows today in the gym. And then I have two 15, 20 minute just easy runs this week spread out. I will not be doing anything on obviously the Saturday or on the Saturday, I'm just going to take that day off. So Monday was my flow day, Tuesday, kettlebell flow day. Tuesday, it was Tuesday will be, gosh, I'm so excited and nervous that I'm all over my words today. So Tuesday will be an easy run. Wednesday, so again, another do as I say, not as I do. But I can't miss this. So I hope you understand. Wednesday, I am doing a sunrise hike on my birthday. So probably not the best idea, but I feel like I have enough room between the hike and race day to recover and get my legs back for the run. And I can't say no to this. It's just too incredible. A birthday sunrise hike. I have to. So that's what I'm going to do on Wednesday. Thursday off, just easy recovery. Friday, I'll just do another little 15, 20 minute run to keep the feet fresh. And then Saturday off, and then Sunday race. And then that's it. Then that is the end. That's the end. So I apologize because this video might be a little bit longer because I feel like I have lots to say. So here we are, we're at the end. Like I said, I feel like I'm a little bit nervous, as you should be, I feel like, when you do a race. And, I don't care how many adventures, events, or races that you do, but every time you actually sign up and you go and you train and it's actually time to go do it, I feel like one of the best parts is actually the nerves. It's, well, what do I need to take? What should I pack? What should I wear? How am I going to get there? What time should I get up? I want to make sure that I go to the washroom before I leave my house, not after. So when am I having that cup of coffee? But all of those things just kind of lead into it. And I think as adults, it's it's easy because we kind of get comfortable with the things that we know. So I think it's really fun. I actually do think it's fun when we do things that make us uncomfortable, right? That we don't really know. Like, I don't know yet necessarily, like, what time I'm going to leave. I will plan it, where I'm going to park. Am I going to take public transit? Am I going to take my car? Am I going to do a combination? How long am I going to be waiting? What am I going to wear? Am I going to plan for rain? Am I going to plan for sun? Like, what am I going to pack with me? What type of fuel do I want? Do I want this water, that, whatever? But like I said, I just think that we don't get uncomfortable enough. And so it's kind of fun when you have those like newbie nerves. So it's kind of fun that way. I will say, thinking about this half marathon has really made me think about the first half that I did. And so I talked to you guys about that in the very, very, very first diary. And what it was is I had decided, up until that point, I had done or had signed up for a 10K race in high school. I think it was high school. It might have been like first year university, but it might have been high school. And my parents drove me and I did it. But up until like that 10K race, I hadn't done anything. And, I had definitely not done anything more. Like I went out and ran, but I wouldn't say that I trained for that 10K race, like in retrospect, looking back, knowing what I know now. And so later on, fast forward, I signed up for the Honolulu Marathon, which would have been my first marathon. And as I worked with a training coach, and we kind of laid out my training program. And as part of my training program, we had like a 5K event. We had a 10K, we had a half, and then we had a full. So within the actual training program, I could practice what it would feel like on race day, and get an idea of what it felt like to be like at a start line, what my race pace felt like, which was going to be a little bit different than my actual like training pace a little bit, just because, the nerves kind of get going and you get a little more kick, if you will. And so my first half marathon was part of training for the Honolulu Marathon, and it was the North Shore half. And at the time, I was staying about 15 minutes away from package pickup or the start line. And I still remember I actually got to package pickup 2 hours early because I was nervous. I didn't want to miss the event. Like, what was going to happen? What did I think was going to happen? I don't know. So I got there 2 hours early, picked up my package, went back to my car, and then proceeded to spin out. Like, it's really cold outside. I don't think I should get out of my car. You know what? Like, maybe I should just go home and go back to bed. I'm tired. Like, maybe I should just go home. Nobody is going to know if I don't get out of my car. Wait, they will know. Oh my gosh, what if I don't do well and everybody knows that I don't do well? So all of these things were going through my mind for like, what? How long did it take me to pick my package? 10 minutes? So probably like 2 hours less 10 minutes. So 110 minutes. And anyway, it got to the point where I actually called somebody and I was like, I can't do this. I can't get out of my car. Like, I can't. And fortunately for me, they talked me in and talked me down and I was able to get out of the car. They were like, just get out of the car and then just take one step and take one more step and just get to the start line. Like, let's just take it piece by piece. And so that's what I did. I do think that they were a little bit more gruff than what I just said to you. I think it was like, get out of the car. You're there. You've trained for this. Like, you can do this. And it was the gentle nudge, if you will, that I needed. I interpreted that as, I will get out of the car and shut the door, step one. I will get out of the car and I will walk 3 steps towards and I will get to the start line. Okay, I'm at the start line. I will now run. So anyway, needless to say, it was a fantastic event and I had a really good run. So that was a really good experience. But the thing about this is, like, the nerves, they have me thinking about it. Like, you never know. And that's why you have the nerves. Like, you just don't know. Like, you can train your hardest, you can do your best, but then you're going to show up on that day and you really don't know what's going to happen. And so on that day, I had a really, really good race. But then another race I did, so I did Oliver Half Ironman. So that is swim, bike, run. And first time doing a tri, which led me all the way up to Oliver Half. But when I actually got to Oliver Half, I did all the training, felt really good. I did the swim, I did the bike, and then I was starting the run portion. So it's a half marathon at the end. And again, just feeling really strong. And I was actually really looking forward to the run portion of that event because that's where I felt probably the most comfortable after actually swimming. I felt pretty comfortable swimming. But anyway, I started that run, and 8K into that run, my IT band decided, nope, you will not go further on this leg, lady. This is not going to happen. So basically at that moment, I had a little pity party, tiny pity party, and was like, well, either I'm running like a pirate because I can't bend my leg, which wasn't working so well for me. I was trying it. I won't lie to you. Between you and I did try that. But yeah, I had that pity party moment. And then I was like, well, you know what? If I can't run, I can walk. So I will be the best power walker that this race has ever seen. And that's what I will do. So watch me go, world. Watch me go. And that's what I did. I was the best damn power walker you have ever seen. And actually, surprisingly, because everybody was feeling so fatigued, some people's run, like how fast they were running, how fast, whatever, I was passing them because your girl was the best power walker ever. But yeah, I think to tie those all together and to tie them in with today, because it does sound like I'm rambling, and you know what, maybe I am, maybe I just want to talk to you guys, but to tie them all in, actually, it's just saying, you know, the nerves are normal because you don't know what's going to happen. And it could be really good, like my first half marathon, or I could end up like Oliver Half, where, you know, that IT band flared up and I couldn't actually run the rest of the route. I did save a little to try and make it look really good when I crossed the finish line. I have to, right? But yeah, so I think regardless, like having a really good one or having one where maybe it doesn't go to plan, the thing is about both of those is they were both really good experiences. So bear with me, like the half marathon, yeah, I showed up, I took the steps, I made it to the start line, and I had a really good race. And Oliver Half, when things went sideways, I didn't give up. I was like, well, I can't do this, so I'm going to do this instead, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And I think that's what I am going to try to focus on for this race, and it's kind of what I try and focus on for any of the adventures, events, and races I do, just knowing I will show up and I will do my best no matter what the day throws at me. And if I do that, then I'll walk away proud of myself. And so that is what I am going to try to do this Sunday. So I will show up and I will do my best no matter what the day, the race, the weather, or any of it throws at me. And that's where I'm at. So I hope you are having a wonderful day and are looking forward to maybe a rainy, sunny weekend. I'll see you next week.